get into what's in our lunchbox. That's the last part of the show. I think we're doing actually pretty decent at time for once, a little over the 30 minutes. But do you want to start off, Mo? What's in your lunchbox, or when we
Yeah,
start off?
I'll tell you what. We've done this 4 weeks now, and every single play is done minimum 100%. The Roblox play is officially up 150%. Um, the goal is to give you plays that are chill to play like a month out or something, not like a weekly play where you're panicking. So that Roblox play went from $24 to now the high was 3. I sold at 250, so I still hold runners, but I want to be honest, not give you the highest premium. But you executed where you did. Um, I can't technically say that all the plays will do amazing. These are my plays. That's how I kind of do them. But the ones that I am sharing here, they are the highest probability play. If I don't think I have anything remotely high probability, I will not share it. Like I think was 2 weeks ago, I said I don't have
No, it was
anything.
last week. I think it
Last
was
week,
last week.
I don't
Yeah.
have anything because I know that I'm not there to give comments about things changing. So all right, so I'll get to the point. Let's go here. How do I get the graph going? The screen going? Thank
There
you.
you go.
So the ticker is WEAT, and I'm not going to get into the fundamentals of it. We're just going to solely play this technical. Um, this broke out today, the range. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at a $9 call for October. There's only one for October monthly. I'm looking for that. It's 40 cents. So this is like a small account darling. This thing can get squeezed heavy. It's basically wintertime. This stock does really, really well. So, and it's breaking out. So I've got the pattern recognition going, and it broke the trend line, and it's got 3 candles. So you could see the buying pressure. This thing in May went as high as 1242. I don't want to cause FOMO. I can expect us breaking all-time high like Oxy doing or Energy. Like keep an eye on Energy Solar. But if we're talking about a specific ticker, 40 cents, the way I would play it, small account, let's say 5 for 200, easily could do anywhere from 200 to a 500% on this play. But that's my play mark.
All right, cool. We're gonna definitely revisit this here in the future to see how this whole played out. Now, when it comes to the investing side of things, there's not much. I don't have anything I really want to shout out or talk about. The only things that I did this week, because I buy a couple of shares, and when I say a couple, just so you guys understand, is that I get like maybe a share here. 5 shares here, 10 shares here. Nothing major because, again, of the macro and microeconomics that we're currently in. I'm not going in and buying anything heavy yet. So what I currently have, and I can pull up my chart here. I'm down on some of the stuff that I bought recently. Like I said, like Mo said, if you were buying some of these growth stocks back in January, you're hurting, right? A lot of them are down 60 to 80, 90% on some of them. So I have no problem scaling on some of them like I did with Shopify and Match.com, right? I really do like Match for long-term purposes. Shopify, it's more like a short-term, long-term play for me, meaning like maybe I'll hold it probably for like a year or two and profit from it. Match, I'll probably hold on a little bit longer until the sentiment changes and I see people actually dating and meeting in person. Until then, I don't believe in it. But what I did buy, and you guys will be shocked because this is a stock that I used to always shit on until it had its recent earnings, is SoFi. I'm trying to do cover calls on SoFi. I bought 50 shares. I waited for it to hit $6.66, and that's when I bought my first 50 shares. I'm waiting for it to dip below $6, and then I'm going to buy 50 more shares in the $5 range, and then I'm going to use cover calls for it. That's the reason why I got SoFi. And then today I went and I bought a total of 100 shares now of Norwegian Cruise Lines. I actually started buying that a while back. I bought it when the earnings happened and it dipped all the way down to $11.90 some cents. I bought the first 40 shares, I believe it was 40 shares. And then the next day it skyrocketed up like 5-8% or something like that. So I didn't buy, and I waited for it to dip. Yesterday it dipped a lot more today. So I finished up and I got my 100 shares with my average cost basis at $12.50. I sold a call for $13 call that expires this Friday. So if it doesn't get called away, if it doesn't hit $13 and it doesn't get called away, I will profit that premium, and I'm just going to rinse and repeat this until I completely sell and get these stocks called away. So that's the only thing I'm doing right now. I'm not looking into buying anything else except just averaging down on like my Apple plays, my AMD, Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft. Roblox, I've been buying every once in a while, buy like a share here or there. Speaking of that, by the way, Mo, that play did work out. I did have a put on Roblox and I had a put on Shopify. The reason why I was doing these puts because I have money invested in the shares, like enough that a little over $1,000. So if it's over $1,000, I feel like it's my duty to start putting insurance on some of these companies that I believe have an opportunity to 2x in shares alone. And seeing that Roblox ran for weeks on end, you and I were talking about that. It started dipping, and I did get a put, and I sold the put today. And I think I got about 60% on the put that I had. Mine was for $35, I think, is what I had, not the $40 one that you called out. And then Shopify, I exited today at 100%. So because it started going back up, I exited that, and I will revisit it this week to see like what's happening because I know everything's going to be moving sideways. I want to take profit, and I'll probably re-enter puts for some of the other shares and stocks that I have. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I got.